Everyone, today I'm going to be going over a strategy with trading gold that seems to be pretty effective. Now, I've just learned this strategy like right before the market closed last time, so I'll be applying it when it opens up again. But the strategy is long term, and if you've seen my video where yesterday I talked about the weekly, the strategy involves weekly and involves trading gold. And you know, it's not a strategy everybody wants to do, but I'm gonna go look at some numbers. We're gonna look at the setup of how I have everything set up, and trading gold. Now, I tried trading gold. I demoed it. I haven't really traded gold on live account, but I've practiced because gold is very, it moves very fast. And if you learn to master gold, you can make a lot, but you have to learn how to master it. And I think I found a way, and that's by trading gold on a weekly. And if you watch the video I put out yesterday, this is going to be similar to that, but the focus I'm going to be talking about is gold and how to set yourself up to find all the good trades. Now, this isn't a guarantee. If you guys see this video, if you want to apply it, it's for entertainment purposes only, and I'm not responsible for any profit or loss. But I'm going to teach you guys a strategy with trading gold, and I'm also going to point out, now there's two ways for you guys to trade gold. You can do it with a USD balance, or you can do it with a Bitcoin Satoshi balance. Me, personally, I prefer doing it with Satoshi, but there's no problem, having two different accounts. In my opinion, I have a Bitcoin account and a Bitcoin account and a USD account. So anyway, this formula works the best, and it does involve Ghost Market Pro, which is a paid indicator. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to set it up. First, I'm going to teach you guys how to get your brokerage. You're going to have to use TradeLocker, which is what you use to trade on, what I use to trade on. Because you have to use TradeLocker because the brokerage you use for TradeLocker, it'll allow you to have your gains be in Satoshi. So if you guys want to make more Satoshi, and this is a good strategy for you. So I'm going to walk you through the process. I'm going to show you the brokerage, show you how to sign up, and then I'm going to walk you through the formula on trading gold on a weekly. Okay, so this is the brokerage that I use. I will put a link below if you guys want to set up. Well, basically what you want to do is you want to deposit here. So you go to deposit. Now, if you want... Now what I find easiest here is I buy Litecoin and I send it here because Litecoin's very fast. It's very fast. So I buy Litecoin and I send it here, and then I'll convert that over into once you have it on here, you'll have a balance, and then you're going to go here to transfer, and you're going to transfer your wallet to your trading platform. So you would have to go, once you have it on a wallet, you would have to transfer from, it'll be USD, it'll show up as USD, and then you transfer to your account, and you have to set that up. So you want to make sure if you're doing Satoshi, to set it up to a Satoshi balance. If you want to do USD, you set it up to a USD balance. And then you have to make sure you also create an account. You want to make sure you also create an account. You go here. Which type you want. You don't want to do demo. You want to do a real one. So I do that first option there. And let's just do this here. And then once you set up an account, you have the option doing USD or Bitcoin. You can also do all these other assets here, but I'm from the United States, so those won't benefit me. But USD or Bitcoin are your options if you're in USD. If you want to do USD, you can do a USD balance. If you want to do Bitcoin, your gains will be in Satoshi. So just keep that in mind. That's how you set that up. That's how you set up a real account with that brokerage. So I trade with TradeLocker. I'm not going to really show you my account right now, but it's really easy once you figure it out. So you need you need TradingView, TradeLocker, and the brokerage that I use is this OSPREY right here. So I'll put the link below. So anyway, let's go on with the strategy here with trading gold. And basically, the setup here is real easy. If you watched yesterday's video, it's the same strategy. What you basically want to do is I have my consolidation here. So make sure you go here and you go to consolidation. Consolidation. Go to consolidation zone, and that will show you all the points when it's consolidating. And basically when it's consolidating, those are not good moments to trade. Wait for it to come out of consolidation. So the next thing you want is Ghost Market Pro. Now this is a paid indicator. I will put a link below if you guys want to grab it. I am not affiliated with them, but last I looked, their prices are going up from when I bought it. I bought it as a Black Friday deal, but it seems like their prices might be going up. So just be cautious of that. And it's good to get some deals. But anyway, if you want to trade this on a weekly, which I find from looking at the charts, trading on a weekly to be the best strategy for, trading gold. The disadvantage to trading gold on the weekly is you have to wait for the signal to hit. You have to wait for the signal, which a lot of people don't want to do. And then you have to wait it out, because when you wait it out, you'll make the most gains. But you have to wait for the signal on the weekly, which it's going to take some time. So we see right here, now what we want to base our trade on the weekly is the moment when the cloud goes from low to high or high to low. Now what you want to make sure you do here is when it goes from low to high on the weekly, so let's just use this as an example here. You'll notice that it's a good trade when you see a yellow candle there. There has to be a yellow candle that's printed. Now this is coming off the Ghost Market Pro, but the yellow candle prints, and you also see a green dot signaling. So if the cloud starts to go up, or it starts to go from down to up, and you see a green dot and you see a yellow candle on the weekly, that is a really good signal to start your trade. You have to check off all those things in order for you to enter the trade. So let's just look this up for example here. We see it go from down to up. This was on the week of October 16th. And like I said, you will have to wait a long time for these signals. So if you did come in when it pointed this out, this is the start of the uptrend. We can tell right here. We can look at the stochastics and it tells us exactly the same thing. So we ride this out for where it is right now. This is 70 days. So this is, I don't know how many weeks, that's 70 days. Your return here is about 10%. As far as your balance goes, you basically made 79,364 pip move. A 179,000 pip move. Now, if you're doing Satoshi, if you're doing a 0.01, that's basically 179,000 Satoshi in that move. So you could kind of do the math in your head if you're doing Satoshi. If you did 0.02, if you did it at a 10, a 0.1, and you wrote it all the way out, you basically just add another 0 there at the end, and you would have made, I think you would have made a 0.01 in Bitcoin. So that is a very powerful move on constantly creating more Satoshi. Or USD, whichever one you want to do. If this was a USD balance, and you did it at a 0.01, so this is, yeah, that's just what it was at around here, 187,000. So this was 187,000 times 0.01. That basically made you about $1,870. The bare minimum here in this trade, you made almost 2,000 in 70 days. That's with just a lot size of 1. That's just with one lot size. Now you can do your own math accordingly. So let's just look at a couple of scenarios here when this happened to show you. Now, we're always looking on the weekly. Now, I know a lot of people would not want to do this on the weekly, but your profits will be, if you find the right signal, you'll make a lot. But there's going to be a lot of those moments where the ride is pretty brief. It all depends. So right now we'll see right here, because we have the consolidation indicator right here, we see this is a consolidation zone. So this is something I wouldn't mess with. So we see right here, now what we look for before we enter our strategy is the cloud has to go from up to down, which we see that right here, and we have to see a dot. So we see the dot, red dot right here. So this is a signal. This is a signal of a downtrend, and we see the little candle right here. So this is on May 15th. Now these signals will only hit maybe a couple times a year. So you got to keep your eye open for these signals. When you enter these signals, it's literally almost the best time to enter your trades, because you're entering on a weekly. So the likelihood of it going against you is, it's, if you do a smaller time frame, this gives you more data. So let's see how much this would be right here. If we looked at the candle, we enter on the red dot, it's going from up to down, the stochastic is pointing it out, and we ride it out. Ride it out to about here. This is about 82,000. This is a 82,000 pip move. So if you did it at 0.01, you made $820. Bare minimum $820 in 42 days. That is the benefit of doing it on the weekly. So let's look for another time here. Let's do a couple more examples. Now what you want to look for, you need to make sure that first the cloud is going from down to up, and you need to see the dot in that position. So if it's going up, you need to see a green dot. If it's going down, you need to see a red dot. So right here you see it go from down to up. We see the green dot right here. It looks like it's coming out of a consolidation zone, which is another good sign. And we could ride this whole thing out. So if you enter right here, we have everything checking off right here. We see the green dot, the candles changing from, you may not enter right here because you want to really confirm it. This is where it breaks out consolidation, and if you rode this entire thing, now this is a long trade, but you would make a lot of money doing this, no matter if it's USD or Satoshi that you're making here. This is a 284,000 pip move in 77 days. A 284,000. If you're dealing with USD, you made 2,840. If you're dealing with Satoshi, you may have basically made a 0.00284 in Satoshi with just with one lot size. Now if you scale it up and you do more, you'll make even more. So I can't tell you how much to do in your lot size. Just be careful with your trades, but this is a really good trade right here, and that's all because you looked at it on the weekly, and basically you came in at the best point in that trade for gold. Now I practiced with gold for a long, like I said, I've practiced gold with smaller time frames on the hour, and the best results from what I can see right here are trading on the weekly. From what I've seen is, what I'm personally going to be doing is, I really don't want to practice on, with the demo account with doing gold, but I have to practice on a demo first before I do this for real, because you want to see how well the strategy actually works. So it does take a long time for these trades, but I'm going to be trading like it's an actual account. I'll be looking on the weekly and trading on gold, and once it has those indications, I'll do my trade. But the first time I'm doing this on the weekly, it's going to be practice, which now you can do. There's a lot of things that I didn't mention in this video, like you could set it up and you could buy a prop firm challenge, and you could wait for these signals here. Now practice first on your own before you do this with a prop firm challenge. You can buy your prop firm challenge and you can wait for these signals on the weekly, and you can make your you can make your goal of the prop firm challenge real quick. Me personally, I think I'm doing $1, testing $1 and seeing if that goes up, because we saw in the charts $1 is basically well, if you're doing USD, $1 counts as $1 value, and those numbers we saw in the thousands would be what you would make. If we're dealing with Bitcoin here, that's 100x of your satoshi. So it all depends. But personally, if I'm growing my own account, I'm doing it with a satoshi balance. But this strategy, what I'm going to be doing is practicing first, which I don't want to do because weekly it takes a long time. But you want to make sure that this strategy works really well. But what we can tell from looking at the charts here, it works really well if you just focus on the weekly. This strategy works with the Ghost Market Pro indicator. It will not really work well. I mean, you can look at the stochastic if you want to, but you really saw all the good indication moves when you had the Ghost Market Pro cloud loaded. So anyway, this is something that I'm going to be exploring more into the future. I'll give you guys an update video on how well this strategy actually works. Other than that, I am not responsible for any profit or loss. I would suggest you guys, if you want to use this strategy, practice first on a demo account. And if you want to get the Ghost Market Pro indicator, I'll put the links below, but I'm not affiliated with them. Everything from this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not responsible for any profit or loss. Other than that, if you guys like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. See you guys, future videos.